Good morning, 20th September 21. Associations 1, 2, 3, 42. This time, I'm not going to put a title whether it is for the Spanish Shipping Association, International Maritime Employers, Singapore Shipping Association, all buildings associations in Spain, all associations in general. Just going to make a brief note why I have not posted so many videos of associations. I believe it is 41 I made last 1 month, 2 months ago. Now, what happens when we provoke this title association? We expect annual general meetings to roll in our favor. So the reason why I have not posted a video for 2 months, and then I made up to 40, and then this is 42, it's because the time gap that goes from 1 year to another year, it is very clear benchmark to study should any association in the world done something or not, because every time there is an annual general meeting, which is compulsory by law to do so, there should be elections, there should be new agenda, there should be intrinsic value, as I mentioned, because the most important thing of associations is how much intrinsic value compounded we generate for society. In the case of shipping associations, all of those, it is perpetual. It's very important to think forever regarding this intrinsic value. Now, if we look at the building, it's for 100 years, I guess, and therefore the time that we have to devote or invest towards this is much smaller. But if we compare one with the other, we can see very clear that, for example, the strategy of directors is very important. In the USA, for example, the presidents can be for 4 years, and then the maximum they can be is 2 years. I mean, two terms, sorry, total of 8 years. And therefore, this is the maximum that we can have the same president in the USA. Now, in any association, this is not going on, and there is not a stable law or practices, good practices regarding this. So we can see that many places we have these AGMs that the directors stay with different hats for very long terms, or if it's not me, it is your kid, and therefore we are the same thing. But this is going on, and that's the reason why I have not posted any videos the last 2 months, because the time it is going to be the proof that these 41 previous videos of associations you have to watch. We have again in this building, for example, association, these new extra works to be done in this building, which were not approved and that we have put into trial. The Bilbao Water Consortium, with no remorse, they keep buying buildings, and they cannot. They have not been sharing buildings. In Spain, there is 50,000 public buildings owned by the government. So imagine if each 50,000 building has the no limit of investment into 24% in this building, 24% in the other building, whilst the council is empty. The reason is, why do they keep spending? These governments, they have no remorse. They have 5 institutions investing what they call investing, but they are de-investing in the future of Z and millennials. Well, in reality, the future of Z and millennials is zero. They have to fly to other countries, and this is going on and going on. So the time that these videos will be posted in the future is the time that something positive goes on. Perhaps after this 30th and the 28th, we have new trials for this building against the Bilbao Water Consortium and against this Basque government and the Bilbao Council and the province and the Basque government. And these three institutions that they are not sharing these buildings, they are with no remorse and living with zero future for Z and millennials. This is true. And therefore, these last 2 months with no video is just a reminder that it's not that I'm going to stop making those videos, like I did stop making coronavirus and crucifixion. I think it was 62, because there is no solution for this mess of 250 countries and one virus. We lost already the battle. It took us 62 videos to realize. Here it's the opposite. Here the time goes with us because it will prove that we are right. And these Z and millennials, they have the right to get associations worldwide that provide intrinsic value. The place to do this is at elections. And at elections, every year, the directors have to be renewed. And the directors cannot stay for 2 terms under the same position because this goes against intrinsic value. So every directors in every association, they have to be chosen regarding how much intrinsic value does each provide, which is the accountability of all these measures. And then who will continue to follow these up? I have seen very good experiences with the universities of Bilbao, of Singapore, universities worldwide, that students can really perhaps follow up these intrinsic values because perhaps we provide these ideas, experienced managers, that perhaps the next ones to follow and be leaders very soon, they have to take care of them and look after that this intrinsic value go for a safe port. Thank you very much indeed. Take care. I'll keep you posted because it's becoming very, very active now. October is the time that the judges kind of like start working a little bit. So they will provide sentences in 7 years' time. So October is a very funny month and very exciting to continue this and tell you how inefficient this system is. But the associations is not in the hands of the dark side. It is in the hands of utility. So please now change and amend all the statutes of all the associations. And the first thing is directors, 1-year term, the most intrinsic value they generate, and they publish the agenda so we can see what is there, and then we can tackle that, and then we can ask for help to Z millennials. We need them. Thank you very much. Bye. Take care.